I do the most.
Yeah. Big bag, got him big mad. Get into some money in his bag. Jumping out the Rolls truck with the temp tag. I'm getting money, I don't get mad. As in my hood, he gon' set it on stamp. And when them situations came, I came out like a champ. When it was pouring down raining, I came out of it damp. But now it's showers when we done all up they traps. Can't be us cause they rats. Tall, point a finger, never that. I knew it had it all, went to the bank and get it back. That's why I'm humble as ever, and I rumble whatever. Don't chase, cause they come with the cheddar. I see my man, girl, start acting bougie when he the cheddar. Before you knew it, better. I knew about it and I wanted to tell him I felt funny as ever. But when I told him, he went running to tell her. Remember, I was down bad, I'm talking under the cellar. None of Rolls Royces come with umbrellas for the rain and all the pain that we've been through.
Live from Charlotte, North Carolina, it's the home of the Hornets, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. This game is part of the travel schedule for Milwaukee.
And we know these two teams have some history between them. Should make for a fun contest.
Yeah, there's no doubt that the attention to this one is a bit elevated. It's game day, and I'm glad we're here.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. The kick out to Ball. Oh, good on the three. Bridges deciding where to go with it. It's deflected. Knocks it loose. To the middle. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Number 3. On defense, the Hornets. Giannis high post. Six to shoot. And the dunk by Giannis.
I don't know how many defenders are stopping Giannis when he's up like that.
And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And that one's good. Reza Shane.
And Ball is a proven distributor. He's got a real talent for spotting the cracks in the D.
Lets it go with a three. And another three for Charlotte.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Now here's Ball. There's Miller with the three. They get it again. The kick out to Ball. Good on the three-point shot. Ball's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Hornets.
So often LaMelo is the setup man. There, he's on the finishing end.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Now, here's Ball. He has 6. There's a minute 40 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Hood Schifino. And he comes up with the deuce. Hood Schifino's got 9.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
And here's Miller. Still yet to score. Charlotte moving it around. Pass the ball. Here's the three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Here's Ball. Following the basket by Giannis. Pass to Miller. From 7. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Antetokounmpo. Second chance shot. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Kept alive. Out to Bridges. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Bucks lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Pass to Covington. There's a good screen. Out to Miller. Covington in the corner. That's it. coming off an assist from Miller. Covington's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Charlotte. To the inside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And here's a guy who loves playing inside. Simmons can play some bully ball down low.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. When you think about James Harden, he's had such an effect on the game. Brett, they changed the rules because of him.
Well, it's interesting, Kevin, because you can think about it a couple of ways. There was a system change for James Harden to try the system, and then, as James has said himself, he became the system. So leaning into all of the analytics of basketball, you have to have somebody who can represent all of the things that system would require, and it came in the form of the beard for many years. And that kind of offensive output is something that is going to be, we'll be hard-pressed to see that again, Kevin.
Here's Miller after the basket by Milwaukee. Goes up on the wing, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And there's the call on Rizachet. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Bridges misses. Charlotte trailing. It's Miller on the wing. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Stewart with the steal. 4-on-3 break. Here's Penbay. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Rizachet wide open. No good from outside. Quarter two, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Bridges left side. Driving the lane. Then Bridges jams it in.
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdown. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Pass to Bridges. And that's an intentional foul. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Miller with a wide open look. Buries it from three-point range. Miller's got 7.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Bridges outside. There's the lob to the hoop. And stolen by Drummond. Pass to Covington. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Milwaukee in the lead. It's Harden with the drive. And the jam by Harden.
It was a finesse from Harden there. That's great stuff.
.141 left to play in the first half. Down low. Here's Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now, here is Harden. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And the dunk by Stewart.
Isaiah Stewart rocking the rim.
Pass to Drummond. Out to Miller. Outside Covington. Drummond a screen. Bulls from the top of the key. Ben Simmons with the rebound. Bucks leading by 4. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now here's Antetokounmpo.
Hard to get upset at the defense there. Antetokounmpo is no easy matchup down low in the paint.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers. Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
He hits the second from the line.
Of course, one of the league's best scorers, Giannis, poised to be one of the game's all-time best.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 8 from about 19 feet, and the jumper is good. Ball's got 10 points. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. 3-point lead. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip.
And Giannis looking more and more comfortable each year operating from the mid-range.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now Ball. He's got 10. Pass to Salon. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Salon's got his first 3 points of the game.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it. Went right into the shot.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Milwaukee on top. They lead by a bucket. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Now, here's Ball. For the tie. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And the Bucks with possession. A 2-point game. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 10. For the lead, sinks the three-pointer. Ball's got 13 points.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Hood Schifino. He's got 9. Shot on the wing. Count that one.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area.
And so here's Charlotte following the bucket by the Bucks. Ball with it, picked up by Davis. Just 4 to shoot. Ball with the bucket.
And we've come to expect big things from LaMelo offensively. He loves to attack you on that end.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Big time slam, Giannis. Oh my! this game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 15. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And Giannis erasing that shot with his length. Shooters have to beware of where Giannis is.
Here's Abaji. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Miller outside. The kick out to Ball. Here's the screen. Again, Ball missing. Milwaukee with the ball. They lead by 1. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 11 points in the game. Pass to Javino. Screen by Giannis. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Abaji. And again, the Bucks miss.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
The kick out to Ball. Lets it go from the wing. Can't get it to go. Now 6 of 12 from the floor.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots. He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
They set the pick to end the drought. And Ball slams it in.
There's that athleticism. Man, does Ball get up fast for that one.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. There's 1:38 left to play in the third. Misses from short range. Here's Miller. Outside, Ball. Latrey. Again, Ball missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That's foul number 2 for him. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And Milwaukee has possession. They trail by 1. Screen by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, just shredding the D here on the pick and roll. Harden, a true maestro.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Substitution on the court.
58 seconds left here in the third quarter. Drummond a screen. Goes back up. They shoot again. Nice move. It's hauled in by Stewart. Milwaukee in the lead. Simmons inside. Makes it off the glass. Simmons got 9.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Shoots it. They grab their own miss. Got it up. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Bucks lead by 1. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Enzo Harden will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Davis. Kicks it out to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Davis. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Davis has got his first points of the night.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Ring shot on the way. The shot off that time.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
A 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul.
First team foul. In for Charlotte. Number 7.
4th quarter still young. Just over a minute play. Sinks the triple.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about it on that possession.
Well, you concern yourself with the other guys who you think are going to damage you, and he stepped up and delivered that huge three-point shot.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Covington. Clock at 6. Charlotte needs to get a shot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard. Run our stuff. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks.
Charlotte's foul. Number 11. First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Screen by Giannis. Hood-Schifino drills it from outside.
3.
Hood-Schifino's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks. Ball with it from deep three-point land. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Hornets trail by 7. And here is ball. Pass to Salon. The kick out to Ball. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Bridges. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Here's Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
Already, Miller showing he has no problem in the big moments. How about the gut from that young man?
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Bridges. Pass to Stewart. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They trail by 3. Charlotte moving the ball around. Here's Salon. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even.
When it comes to moving the ball, LaMelo is unreal. Can make any pass in the book.
1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Driving in. Good Shapino. Shot is off. And here's Charlotte.
Second team foul.
1:43 left in the fourth. To take the lead. No good on the shot.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
To the paint. The kick out to Ball.
Timeout.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Six on the shot clock. Steps back and fires. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Milwaukee in the lead. Bridges outside.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
52 seconds left to play here in the fourth. To Abaji. Intercepted.
It's an awkward pass to try to make on the interior.
Miller outside.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
He's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Here's Hood Schifino. Inside. Clock is at 3. It's up a 3. No good from three-point territory. Here's Bridges. Oh, no good on the dunk.
Show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Now Ball. Miller outside to take the lead. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And Milwaukee has possession. It's stolen. Now here is Miller. Outside, Ball. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Lets the 3 fly. Agbaji can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Outside, Ball. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
2 minutes remaining in overtime.
Takes it inside. And he goes in for the tie.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Down low. No good with the layup. Bridges outside. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Hornets trail. Clark for 3. And again, the Hornets missing. Bridges outside. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And you know he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
It's Miller on the way. There's the pick. Pass to Salon. Charlotte again missing. Milwaukee leading by 5. And an intentional foul right there.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Hood Schifino. Here's Agbaji. He's covered by Ball. To the middle. Out to Bridges. Clock at 4. Over Miller. And another basket.
Speak for Wayside of Central Bookings. County up north. Said I should have it if Scarface passed the torch. That's how they feel, Jack. Look, this more than rap. This that project haircut in the cul-de-sac. This is where Jose meet your quota whenever I put a quote on the track. Keeping it ain't nothing. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing out public. I got the whole block bucket. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing out public.
From
Compton to Baltimore, I'ma kill it. I buy a Morgan the minute. The public house, the plastic couch of a Section 8 tenant. The Regal window is tinted. The air conditioner broke, but I'm cool enough to ensure you my ride is an Eskimo, huh? And I peel off in the midst of getting my thrills off, and I thrive off energy from inner cities that we lost, huh? I'm putting the ghetto on top of my back, and I live in the back of the...
Live from Charlotte, North Carolina, it's the home of the Hornets, live on 2K Sports. Welcome, folks, and thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us here at 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. And, of course, Santi Aldama. This is their first game without him.
And as shocked as people are that they would trade away a player of his caliber, they didn't just let him go for nothing. I mean, they got a lot in return. I think it's a deal that's going to really help them down the road.
Cunningham's shot is off. And here's Charlotte. It's a three-point game. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Here's Miller. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Stolen by Jackson. Rells wide open. Nails the open triple off the fast break.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition three. But if he'd missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Now, here's Ball. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Miller with a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Just 3 to shoot. Cunningham's shot is off. Miller outside. Second chance shot. Duren pulls it in. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Over Clark. Jackson trying to break free. Cunningham's shot is off.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink one of their first 5 shots.
There's the screen to the middle. Grizzlies with the rebound. Going inside. And Cunningham with the slam.
And just too fast. Cunningham slices right through him.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Now, we talked about the big man, Jaren Jackson Jr., and specifically how to defend him. The coach said he's a guy that can score from all 3 levels. Our guys have to be on him and active defensively as soon as he touches the ball. Coach needs his team to bring the energy tonight, and we'll see if they can respond. Guys?
Thank you, David. Ball with the bucket.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
Now, here's Bane. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Takes a three. The shot, no good. Charlotte leading by 3. Here's Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
Oh, easy money for Miller. He just generates offense.
Cunningham looking it over. Off with the layup.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Miller, no luck.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
The Grizzlies with another miss. The kick out to Ball. Duren pulls it in. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Now, here's Ball. From the arc, Duren pulls it in. We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. Here's Wells. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Wells has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Grizzlies. Outside, Ball. And here's Miller outside. It's good from long range. Miller's got 8.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
Back to Cunningham. That one's good. Just his third make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Now, here is Miller. 8 points for him. Off target on the 15-footer. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Cunningham with the slam.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority.
Down low. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Jackson. And so it's Brandon Miller making highlights for the Charlotte Hornets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Real game. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hornets.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Here's Jovic. Drills it from outside. Jovic has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Covington with the steal. Drummond with it. Now guarded by Smart. This one for 3. Knocked loose. Memphis leading. Kicks it out to Richardson. here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Inside, Jackson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Here's Richardson to the left wing. Pass to Smart. There's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. And good that time. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Good work inside from Smart. It's clear how confident he is close to the rim.
It's rebounded by Memphis.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
And they pick up 2. Smart's got the lead up to 4 now for Memphis.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Takes the 3. They get the rebound. 3-pointer. Drills the 3-pointer. 6 points for him.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Richardson outside. Fires for 3. And no good that time.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And that's a foul. Called on Ron Holland. That's his first foul.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Miller. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Miller's got 10 points.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
Richard, how do you think the game has changed since you retired?
Well, the jump shooting teams have had more success. I think the game has changed, and it allows for more Europeans. It allows for it to be more of a global game. The less physical, the more inclusive.
The tray. Here's Drummond. Shoots over Bamba. And that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Here's Richardson, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Taking full advantage of a gap in the mid-range coverage.
And he's good on the 3-ball. 9 points in the game so far.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Memphis foul. First personal foul. 3rd team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's a good screen. Shoots from the elbow. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Hornets lead by 1.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Pass to Duren. And here's Smart. Just 5 to shoot. Richardson, no luck.
Really thought he had this one. And the defense, they were giving it to him.
Out to Miller. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Jovic.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Richardson, good.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Takes it inside. Wide open. A shot by Diabate. No good.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And the Hornets miss again. Memphis leading by 3. In the corner, it's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Grizzlies with the rebound. Outside for Smart. Up in time. No good on the last second attempt there. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Grizzlies lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's Cunningham. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Deep 2 from Ball. Cans the shot from the wing. Ball's got his second bucket of the night. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow. And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with him.
From deep three-point land, Duren pulls it in. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. To the wing right side. Pass to Holland. Now Cunningham. Looking to get it going. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Memphis shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And Ball slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
To the inside. Charlotte moving it around. Lets it go with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ball's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. To the paint. Here's Jackson. A shake. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop.
Hornets trail by 3. To the middle. Puts the move on. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Memphis with the ball. They host the Clippers after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. 3-on-3. inside. Right side, Ball. With a tie, and another three for Charlotte.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Bane looking around. It's tipped. Pass to Miller. Again, the Hornets score.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
A deep three from Bane. From beyond the arc and then some. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
Just ready to attack at any moment. Bane hits that spot and takes it.
Here's Ball. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Here's Cunningham. Ball with the rebound. Six to shoot. From deep. That shot misses. Cunningham with it. 13 points in the game. .146 left to play here in the third. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Loses his grip and clanks the alley-oop jam. Miller outside. Left side, Ball. Lots of room. Good work there as it goes. Ball's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Ball from long range. Sinks the three-pointer. Ball's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Hornets. Here's Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight. Looking for his shot. And boy, is he producing.
To the inside. Nice move. And that's 2 points on the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Salon. And it's Miller in the corner. Jacks up a three. And it's the Hornets another three.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half. And they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Here's Jackson. Here's Cunningham. Back to Jackson. That shot no good. LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Hornets. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points.
52.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Charlotte in the lead. Here's Alexander Walker. Inside. Here's Drummond. No good. Shot missing. Great defense that time from Duren. There's the lob to Duren. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Memphis ball.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Pass to Jovic. Outside, Bane. It's Drummond with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And the dunk by Covington.
Emphatic point Covington. Dunks and threes. Baskets every team needs. That's what Robert brings to the table.
Duren. And he uses the glass on the layup. Duren's got his first points in this one.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Back to ball. Here he goes. And Ball slams it in.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again. That's one he knows he should have drained.
Down low. Here's Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
The Grizzlies call timeout. The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, during that break, Mike D'Antoni talked to his team. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the three is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Drummond the screen. T2 from Ball. And Bamba pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 7. It's Cunningham with the drive. Pass to Wells. Here's the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
Oh, defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Ball. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
And we've come to expect big things from LaMelo offensively. He loves to attack you on that end.
Here's Cunningham driving the lane.
Yes, sir. Cade Cunningham embracing the role of a leader.
Ball from deep three-point territory. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Wells. It's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Miller. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Charlotte leading by 4. They get a hand on it. Out to the right wing. It's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. Now, here's Ball. Charlotte no good that time either. Cunningham outside. Kicks it out to Richardson. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. And now just a 1-point Hornets lead. Now Ball. Pulls up. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Here's Duren. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Miller. Inside. Here's Salon. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
This team trusts Bane, and he comes through.
Outside, ball. Miller outside. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Hornets lead by 5.
Already, Miller showing he has no problem in the big moments. How about the gut from that young man? Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Cunningham. Right side Jackson. Pass to Bane. .40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Off target on the outside leaner.
I tried to create some extra space there, but not able to hit the tough leaning jumper.
At the line for your Hornets.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. So it's the Grizzlies now. They trail by 6. And an intentional foul right there. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Taken third overall in 2020, LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot it.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. And it's Miller in the corner. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Miller's got the lead up to 10 now for the Hornets. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Some good moments.
Nighttime in the forest, nighttime in the forest. No got it party. Why she think she party? Hey, old time you calling, getting a nut. I like my boy. She 5, son.
Newborn tiger, I'm earning my stripes.